Now, when you're joining a meeting, you can, if you were invited, like you all were, you can either use any, it says supported web browser, pretty much any browser, Chrome, Bing, Firefox, whatever will work. Or you can use one of the mobile apps, which I'll talk about in a minute. Highly, highly, highly recommend using the mobile apps. Not all the time, but you should have them. So you can go in on any browser, the mobile app. If you weren't invited, like if I sent you an invite through my calendar or email, and then you invited somebody else, like you forwarded it, they can click on that link and it will pop up and ask if I want to allow you in. And anybody who's already in the meeting can allow that person in. So you might have heard some stuff on the news about people, teachers teaching a class and then some naked guy shows up. I don't know if you've heard about those, but there's been problems with that. So with Google Meet, if I didn't invite you, someone in the meeting has to let you in. There'll be a box that pops up, says, Tyler Smith wants to be in the meeting, allow him or not. If you want to just go straight to Google Meet and you're logged in, say you're logged into your email, you can just go there and click and to join or start a meeting. And if there's already meetings you have scheduled, it'll show up, or it'll say you have no meeting scheduled. This background doesn't always look like that, by the way. It just changes all the time. So yeah, you can go to Google Meet to start a meeting if you're already logged in. And if you're not logged in, it will prompt you to log in. So you can sign in to Google Meet right from this page if you aren't signed in. Now, I highly, highly recommend this. Get it for Android. You can go to Google Play. It's free, and download the Meet app for Android. Or if you have iPhones, you can go here and download it for iPhone or iPhone or iPad. I highly recommend that if you're working remotely, that you get that on your phone, because again, I know that as voc rehab counselors, you often have an issue with people that are running late for work, and that's a big problem that all voc rehab programs have, that people lose their job, not so much because they're incompetent at their job, but they don't show up for work, they show up late. Well, if you're working remotely, it's the same issue. You may be working remotely for me, but if your shift is from 10 to 6, I expect you to work from 10 to 6. And if we have a meeting at 10 o'clock with all the game testers, I expect you to be on it. And it has happened to me so many times that I'm running late. Now hopefully you're not like Eric. I know Marshall knows he does this, and texting on your phone while you're driving or whatever. But do you do that too, Marshall? Is that a family trait? So you don't want to be taking Google Meet while you're driving, but say somebody else is driving, you've got a meeting, you can open it up on your phone and do the meeting on your phone, or you're out to breakfast or lunch and it took longer, you have this meeting, you can go step outside and go to your car and take the meeting on your phone. And that has saved me so many times. And because I know in voc rehab, an issue is often people getting, especially been out of work for a while, it's hard to get back into that work mode. I mean, not to badmouth her, but my youngest daughter has just, come back from college, and she's, I guess I'll go back to this interview. And she's not quite into that mode of getting up early and getting everything on time. So the notifications are great. And the other thing is, if you're stuck and you're running late, you can still make that meeting. And a lot of bosses, like me, for example, I don't mind if somebody is on their phone as long as they're in a meeting, and you can always, mute it so that they don't hear the background noise. So that I really, really recommend, if you're working remotely, get that app for, if your company uses Google Meet, get that app for your phone.